There's nothing better for me than getting a puzzle, finding it really, really difficult, and then solving it, getting the answer out. That's my satisfaction in maths, and it's different from the wonders and beauty of things, but I still get a lot of satisfaction from it. It's not, do you want to... Honest answer. Hi, I'm Rachel Riley, and I am best known for being the numbers expert on Channel 4's Countdown. I was good at school. I was good at maths from an early age, and I think the positive reinforcement encouraged me to do more maths, and the more maths I did, the better I got at it, and the faster I succeeded. And I went from school to doing maths, further maths, physics at A-level, and then I got into Oxford University, having never met anyone who'd been to Oxford before, and I studied maths. I did a master's for 4 years before getting my job, a very strange job in television. In the summer 2008, I just finished doing a master's in maths at Oxford, and I was looking into what on earth I was going to do with my life after that. I was applying for grad jobs all over the place. I was looking into doing a master's in concrete, and one of the random things that I saw was an advert for the job on Countdown to do the numbers game. And I'd watched Countdown since I was a little kid. I'd never been anywhere near a TV studio, but instead of the pages and reams of detail, when have you worked in a team and all sorts for normal jobs, Countdown wanted 50 words and a photo. And I applied expecting never to hear back from them. They had 3,000 applications. They interviewed 100 of us. It took 6 of us up to the Leeds studio for a screen test. And the rest is history. I got the job and I've been doing it 15 years now. I was really fortunate growing up that I never came across the idea that girls or boys were different, one was better or worse than the other in maths, and I think that really benefited me not to have that idea implanted. I know now from trying to encourage girls and doing work with women in STEM that actually for a lot of girls this idea gets implanted from the age of 6, and it has really negative effects. So I'm really lucky that I never encountered that. I was at an all-girls school. I had a really feminist, brilliant headmistress, and it wasn't until I got to university and some boys, just a few, had the idea that they were better than girls, and it really confused me where they got it from, because it's not something that I've ever experienced in my life. I was really fortunate that in my college at Oxford there were 6 of us studying maths. I was the only girl, but the boys on my course didn't treat me any differently. There was actually one boy that always made the tea when we did our work together. And I think it was more internal pressure that I put on myself. I didn't think I was good enough. I thought when I got the admission letter that I'd got into Oxford that it was wrong. And I remember crying before going back for my second term and having my first set of exams on the stuff I'd done, because it was just so alien and so difficult. And then I actually won a prize on it. And I think that's probably more of a female trait. We don't necessarily believe in ourselves, whereas a lot of the boys would give all the bravado, say how brilliant they were, and then not do as well. So that's one thing I learned pretty quickly. But I'm actually really fortunate that the group of people around me, there didn't feel like any discrimination. And even though the girls were in a minority, we obviously held our own because we got there on our mathematical abilities. Unfortunately, research shows that for a lot of young people, for girls, they can be put off doing maths and science because they are told from a young age that it's not for them. The amount of times I have been told, I'm no good at maths, I've got a creative brain. I don't have a maths brain. And I think it's time we just rubbish this notion that there's such thing as a maths brain. It doesn't exist. Anyone who finds the right way to approach a problem can do maths. They can get better if they want to. And I think these stereotypes that science is for men, women prefer helping people, I think they need to be ditched. They need to be seen for what they are. And I think with a lot of reframing, the way we change language, the way we pitch things, I think we can encourage more women and more girls into subjects that they would actually really, really enjoy if they knew that they could be suited for it and that there's a place for them in these jobs in loads of different companies that would be fulfilling and profitable for them. I'm of the view that there are 2 types of mathematician. This isn't a punchline for a joke. There are the people who like pure maths and the people who like applied maths. And the pure mathematicians love the beauty of an equation. They love the patterns in numbers. They admire and adore and wonder at patterns and all kinds of things. I am an applied mathematician, so I love getting to a meaty puzzle and getting that answer. That's the satisfaction that I draw from maths and from science. So there's nothing better for me than getting a puzzle, finding it really, really difficult, and then solving it, getting the answer out. That's my satisfaction in maths, and it's different from the wonders and beauty of things, but I still get a lot of satisfaction from it. When I was at school, I absolutely loved art. I loved graphic design, but for me, I don't know whether shoving art into STEM subjects is particularly helpful. I'm not really sure where that idea came from. For me, I think engineering is one of the most creative jobs that you can do, because you have to think of ideas and you have to think of answers to questions that no one's thought to ask before. So I think inherent in math, in science, in engineering and technology, there's a lot of creativity, but I'm not sure necessarily that this kind of art that I did at school has a direct relation to the kind of science and maths, etc. that I did. I think, it's great that kids have a full curriculum, but for me personally, I don't see a strong connection in lumping them together. I want to bring up my two little girls so that they can do absolutely anything they want to do. I don't want them to have a notion of things that are for girls, things that are for boys. I want them to, if they enjoy it, they can go and do it. When I was a girl, I played football. So far, my 3-year-old likes dancing. She's following her father's footsteps. But whatever she's open to, I hope she has the opportunity to try it. She doesn't have any notion that it's not for girls, it's just for boys. Anything along those lines is banned in my house. And I hope, it would be nice if she followed in my footsteps. She likes numbers so far, which is a good thing. But careers are a long way off because they're only 1 and 3.